something else too. 1 2 1 2 microphone checker, microphone checker. Grand rising. What's popping? What's going on? It is Tuesday. We in the second quarter. Oh, we Wednesday. Wow, that Wednesday don't messing up my life, man. What's up, y'all? It's the zicka. I'm just messing with y'all till y'all get in. I forgot today was Wednesday, but god damn. Yo, D Freezy in the building. Salute to you, man. Happy Hump Day Wednesday. It's coffee, dollar for grown-ups. We in the middle of the week. Got some open topics to talk about. Let a few more people get in the building. Great show covering the preseason game. I really enjoyed it. It was just like watching a football game. We're watching a fight and you calling it. So that was good to watch a football game and you calling it. I like that. So I was there for that. So I'm glad football season is coming because I can look forward to your football show. So yeah, that's what's up, man. Oh man. But we got some fights coming up in October. It's a few matchups that I just found out about this morning that I wasn't too aware of. That's actually coming up in October. And it's a few fights to talk about. Mike Brown in the building. What's up, Mike Brown? Happy Hump Day Wednesday to you, man. Hopefully the start of your day and morning is going on great. But yeah, we got some fights coming up in October. But I don't really want to get into October just yet because I know everybody's burnt out because we know we got this fight coming up with Canelo and Crawford. I just spoke on that enough. I don't think I'm gonna keep repeating my predictions and things like that, but I can't wait for that fight to be over. AB, the professor in the building, TWT, always the family. Salute to you, man. How you doing? There's some open topics, man. Just some open topics. But one fight that is coming up that's very interesting to me is because now we have Jesus Ramos fighting Shane Mosley Jr. Now, for those who just finding out about it, or if you already do, how y'all feel about that matchup? Now, I know Jesus Ramos was more so a name we wanted to see Boots face at 154, but it is what it is. Whatever, it is what it is. I can't control it. But now we have Jesus Ramos fighting Shane Mosley Jr. Now myself, I'm not. I don't. Shane Mosley Jr. don't grab my attention enough, and for whatever reason, he doesn't. And I think it's a pet peeve for me, y'all, to be honest. And I'm about to give y'all a confession. It's a pet peeve with me when fighters try to come into the sport of boxing, if they follow as a boxer. I'm really not big on that. Like I love to see a father trainer. I don't mind seeing that, but father and then the sons. I'm really not big on that. I'm really not. But you had some fathers and some of these sons that made it a good thing, but a lot of it I'm not really big on it. You know what I mean? And honestly and naturally, Shane Mosley Jr. never did that for me. And as big as a Shane Mosley fan that I'm still am to this day, I thought it just naturally gravitate, but it didn't, and then he's I don't know what to call Shane Mosley Jr. Is he a journeyman? Is he a journeyman? Is he a gatekeeper? I mean, I don't know what to call him because his resume is his resume. And I'm gonna say myself, my expectations on him, he didn't fulfill them. You know what I mean? So it looked like he wasn't gonna have a promising career, or if he was really, 10 toes in You know what I mean? On the sport. Mike Ryan responded first. He said, gatekeeper. Thank you, Mike Ryan, because to be honest with everyone, Uncle Cass in the building. Make sure y'all check him out at 2 p.m. on the Box Story. You know what, Mike Ryan? I'm glad you said that because he really had me confused. And I was always wishing him the best. Now, did I think he would be anything like his father? No. No. And I was hoping he create his own identity and be his own thing, you know, not trying to be like the father. But he never really did anything to grab my attention, but I always wished him well. So Mike Mom said gatekeeper, and I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect, and I think this is the gatekeeper move that they making. This is a gatekeeper move. I'm glad that Mike Rhyme said it because I was honestly confused. I was stuck between the hard rock and the police. And step up, fight a tester for Jesus Ramos, or just or this a giver. You know, is this a? I mean, because not saying that they giving him a gift. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? But what does this do for Jesus Ramos' resume? Is Shane Mosley Jr. good enough to be a credit on someone's resume? And this is for the people who love resumes. I mean, the level of your opponents do make your resume. I mean, that's your history, you know. So to some, it really, really means a whole lot. But like I said, you know, sometimes us as boxing fans, we put too much on these fighters, giving them extra credit and things like that. But I think Mike Mom spot on with that. Gatekeeper. So this is a I guess just a filler, you know, for Jesus Ramos' resume at 154. Now, what does this do for Jesus Ramos? Right, nothing. Thank you. Oh, nothing. So I don't even think this sets up a fight with anybody that's any good at 154 respectfully. So I would have rather seen Jerron Ennis. I wouldn't have been happy if it was Jerron Ennis having his first fight against Shane Mosley Jr. I wouldn't have been happy with that because he's not really good to me. You know what I mean? Maybe he might be a late bloomer. I don't know. But he just doesn't do anything for me. So honestly, I can't really give him any credit for beating him. You know, so it's hard. It's hard. But besides that fight, we had some other fights that's taking place in in October. So it seems like October pretty much is pretty much looking like they got that whole month figured out. And we're not too far from September. I don't even know if the whole month of September is occupied. Just know about what 1 or 2 fights that's happening in the month of September. I'm being lazy. I don't feel like pulling anything up right now. I feel like pulling out my other devices. I'm relaxing. But just going off the top, and y'all can fill me in and correct me if I'm wrong about any assumptions. But I don't think it's too many fights in September. But it looked like October is loaded. We got what's the fight that's coming up? They just announced it with Keith Thurman and Fundora, right? I think they fighting in October. So yeah, it's something to see. But right now, I don't want to waste my time on talking about things that nobody don't have any facts on. It's too much of that going on. So I can't talk about Tank Davis because I don't know what Tank Davis got going on until you know something comes out about what's actually next for Tank Davis and any other fighter that we don't know what's going on with them. I wish boxing fans stop doing that. I get it. We are the voice, but it's important that you don't do things like that, y'all, because people follow and listen to us. So you can't keep on going out here putting out this nonsense and you're not having any facts. And once again, we all have to be patient. They're going to talk about, they're going to speak when they want to speak. Just simple facts. And I know it's a hard thing for us as boxing fans to get over. And even with, some content creators, because we want what we want. But none of us are Leo Gets. And this is not Lethal Weapon. They have a lethal weapons with their hands, but you gotta relax. So the the kick dirt in his face without even knowing what's his next move. It's not good because we don't know what we're talking about. So we can't criticize someone about what they doing when we don't even know what the hell they doing yet. That's the point. They're not doing nothing. Okay. Don't things gotta build up? Like, what's wrong? Whatever's gonna be next for whoever, it is what it is. Now, Lamont Roach, whatever is going on with Lamont Roach and PBC and I don't know what's going on with nonsense, but it ain't good boxing news. It's not. It's not good boxing news. They'll figure it out. But word on the street that they trying to say that Roach and Shakur is going to fight. Okay, if that's the case, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's being. Okay. They fight, they rumble, we get a winner, we get a loser. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's the both of them going to do if this is taking place? Man, this wasn't a fight. Yo, Josh, this wasn't a fight that anybody is asking for if it takes place. So I'm not saying that it is. I'm not giving no dates or nothing, but this is what's going on. But they need to do something, and you can't keep falling for everything and responding to everything that they put out here. They know that y'all fast and furious, and y'all gonna go for okie dokes. B3 in the building. They know y'all gonna go for the okie doke, and this is why y'all get out here and be looking like fools, putting out false information, acting like you know what somebody's next move, and you don't know a damn thing. This is bad. This is bad. You don't have no receipts about what's going down. Shut up. When I get the receipts, then I speak on it. Not trying to create anything. So we really don't know what's going on. But, Jesus Ramos fighting Shane Mosley Jr. does nothing for Jesus Ramos. Doesn't. And how long Shane Mosley Jr. going to be a gatekeeper until they put something on his ass? There he is. There's my guy. Yo, Cam. What's up with you, Cam? You know what, Cam? Cam, you already know. You already know, Cam. You already know, my guy. You already know, Cam. It's right there for you, my brother. Salute to Cam. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Cam J Network if you haven't already. Great source. Oh, man, got a great show going on. Great source. Always keeping us up on what's going on in the sport of boxing. Great guy to follow. Great show. Dope energy. There, yo, Red. What's going on, my man? ATX in the building. Happy Hump Day Wednesday to you, man. Wild out safely. You know what I mean? Wild out modestly. You know what I mean? Cam, hit that. That's for you, Cam. Or anybody. Come on up and brew something with your boy. Let's get something brewing. But yeah, Cam, salute to Cam. He is dropping information on some of these matchups that's coming up in October. Yep. There's my brother. I dropped the link in there, bro. You want to come up and cook with me? The link is right there. Always a great show to check out, the No Duck Zone podcast. Clansman Clan, my brother C-Man Ruffin, doing this thing. I'm going to get to him, and they ain't going to have to wait the next year. I didn't get to his barbecue, but I'm going to get to him before it really gets cold. Please check out my Scooter Davis conversation. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. All right, cool. We'll link up later, Cam. But again, it can't drop those fights in there, the October fights, because I couldn't remember all of them. But yeah, Cam a great source. He always giving us something. But yeah, man. And I like, speaking of Scooter Davis, I like Scooter Davis. How y'all feel about the young Scooter Davis, man? He nice. Like I said, there's always a nice crop, like a nice crop of fighters that's coming up. The sad reality, ladies and gentlemen, that they all won't get their shine. They all won't get the chance to shine, get the light shined on them. It's sad. Because I think if they don't, just let all these guys rock out. Forget a playwright, forget having a planet, someone planted in the sport and all that. Forget all that. If they really good like that, you ain't gotta set up nothing. That's all you gotta do is set a date, set a location, and set a goddamn time. And then you let them set it all. Yes, he is. And hopefully he gets the right handler. You know what I mean? Get the right handler. Have a consultant too. And I think that's one thing I think these young fighters should do. They should have a consultant, a business consultant that's savvy in the industry. It'll take them a long way because they can help them out with things that their parents can't help them out with because they lack the knowledge of the business. You get it? So have a consultant. That's something I might fully go back into because I was actually taking a course on it. Because I was thinking about being a music consultant. Still might do it. Good to have multiple things up under your belt. Here we go. We got in the building. There go my brother. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, he don't need no introduction. But since I'm the motherfucking master of ceremonies, excuse my F-bomb. But since I'm the master of ceremony, I got to do it right. I got my brother in the building. I mean, my brother. When I call somebody my brother, they are my brother. This man got one of the dopest diverse shows on YT. My favorite morning show. Forget about my show. That's my favorite morning show. And I do my shit. But that's my favorite morning show. Salute to my man C-Man Ruffin. Ain't none of y'all got shit on his secret barbecue sauce. What's up, bro?
I appreciate that introduction, though, man. Appreciate you, man. Good morning to everybody, man. How y'all feeling out there?
Hey, good, man. What's up, bro, man? Just talking open topic, man. We talking about a little bit of everything. So we started off with the boxing.
Okay.
So Cam, you be on 6:30? All right, Cam, I will be there to check you
Oh
out
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah. I'll be,
6:30.
I'll be through there. Definitely, Cam.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely be up there to check him out. Yeah, man. So it looked like October is loaded with fights because I haven't really seen too many fights for all the weekends in September. But
Yeah,
it looked like October's getting pretty loaded. And I'm liking some of these matchups. And to me right now, see man, I ain't picky. Whoever's willing to get in the ring, that's all that matters to me. I don't
yeah,
care
yeah,
about a branded name, none of that. I ain't on none of that. I let y'all Morse meter earthlings have that.
yeah.
I don't care. What matters to me is whoever is getting in the motherfucking ring. That means two fighters agreed to get in the ring. Ain't nobody playing the diva. Or I need a little bit more. I'm tired of all that. And I'm tired of y'all entertaining it. I'm going to
Yeah,
start slapping y'all with the moist meter, man, because a lot of y'all is
yeah.
moist. Stop regurgitating this nonsense, man. There's much more to talk about. What you got to add on, bro? Go ahead,
I
bro.
mean, just like my word of the day, I made the decision to not sit back and complain about anything that goes on in boxing because if it's anything that I don't want to be a part of, I don't have to entertain it. Um, I don't have to give it any attention, and I think sometimes we give a lot of things that go on in boxing the attention that it doesn't need. Um, because everything that we see I feel like we don't have to react off it. I just spoke about it yesterday when I spoke about Earl Spence versus Tim Tszyu. I said, look, a lot of y'all got a problem with him coming back. I have no beef with it. If Pacquiao could come back and he's damn near 50 and he's older than everybody that's trying to make a comeback, I have no beef with it. That's the decision that that man decided to make, rather if it's financial or he feels like he has a fight or two left in him. We have Danny Garcia who's scheduled to come back on his promotional company in October, and I believe that's October 18th at the Barclays Center. Uh, for what I know, Keith Cologne is on that card. I just spoke to Keith's father yesterday as I was in the supermarket, and he confirmed to me, yes, we're on that card. And it's supposed to be for the Barclays Center. So, what? First of all, thank you, Cam, for dropping what he dropped this morning because I didn't even know that. Um, I've been keeping up with boxing, but there's certain things that I might walk past that I don't see. But like you said, it's been loaded. You know, we still have the Devin Haney and Brian Norman in November. And we don't even know what December looks like. Hell, we barely know what September looks like. We know we have Bud and Canelo, but we don't know what else is going on. So this year has been a year where it shouldn't be anybody complaining about anything. Yeah, Boots versus so we have that for October 11th. So I have really no beef with that. And then you have the 25th, like he said, Virgil and Lubin. I have no beef. Pacquiao and Barrios, they have their rematch. I have no beef with any of that. Um, I look at boxing and I appreciate what it is that we get. And, no matter what we complain about, Crush, it's not going to change what's happening. And like I told
Exactly.
people yesterday, I said, if you're going to complain, and you're a content creator, why don't you get more involved in boxing? And what I mean is, why don't you get in, meet your promoter, meet your manager, meet your agent, get in there, and maybe you can see why the sport goes the way it goes. Because you could easily sit home and talk about it all you want and think you know what's going on. But until you actually get in, you'll never know exactly what's going on. We can't always sit back and wait for Mike Carpenter or somebody to report something so we can say, well, it must be true because he reported it. It don't work that
Right.
way, and that's why I'm blessed to be able to pick up the phone and call some people that's in the business that if they can't tell me anything, they can give me somebody else's number and I could talk to them about what's going on. But yeah, as far as what's going on in boxing, what's been happening, what's about to come up, I have no beef, no complaints. I've made the decision that when two guys are fighting, if I don't want to pick a fighter, I don't have to pick one. And I will never let somebody back me up into a corner and make me feel like I have to pick a fighter because they're black. I have to pick their fighter because they're the pound for pound. If I say I'm not picking anybody and I'm sitting back as a fan, there's nobody in these YouTube streets that's going to tell me any different that I have to pick a side. There's no such thing.
Fact. I agree with you 1000%. And you made a great point because I was big on my guy EJ sitting out, and it's only because of the technology. Technicalities he's been through. He's been through a whole lot. But like you said, If they letting old ass Dusty Father Time or nephew get back, come back in the sport, mess up the algorithm of it because he's not needed, then okay, then I can accept that.
Yeah,
So I wish he hurry up and bring his ass back because I got to be fair. So if I got to deal with Manny Pacquiao and y'all being entertained by you voice media, y'all get on my nerves with that. Get these old ass dudes out of here. And I'm like a decade older than them.
yeah,
What are we talking about? Oh,
yeah.
y'all thought I was one of those grumpy old G's just stuck in the time. No, I'm stuck in reality. All right? That's what I'm stuck in. And he need to go sit his old ass the hell down. None of these fighters of this generation need dusty ass Manny Pacquiao on a goddamn resume. Y'all get up on out of here with that. Now, who think
Yeah.
they arms are long enough to box with OG? Because I'm getting tired of it. I'm belt the ass. This is the belt the ass season. Because some of these fighters that you like got an ass whipping coming to them. I can't wait. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
wait.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the main thing I'm waiting for, C. Ruffin,
Yeah.
because
There-
I'm gonna troll roll these motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna troll roll the shit out of
There's
their ass.
going to
Yeah,
be
I'm
a
coming
few
with it.
there's going to be a few fighters
What's up?
that's going to be forced out in the sport. There's a
What's
few.
him? All
There's
right.
a few that's going to be forced out because you have to know when to walk away, right? And
Hey
I
man.
understand that a lot of these guys have been boxing all their life, so they don't know nothing else but boxing. But one thing Floyd said that we don't have to like him, but one thing he said that I agree with, right, is that he said I was going to retire from boxing. I wasn't going to let boxing retire me. And
Back.
you have to have that mentality because if you're not careful, this sport will not only retire you, but it'll take everything that you ever worked for and you won't have anything left. So you have to know when to walk away from it. But for all the guys that's coming back, if Pacquiao, who's almost 50, can come back, I can't beef about Earl coming back and he's in his 30s. I can't beef about Thurman coming back. He's in his 30s. I can't beef about Charlo wanting to come back. He's in his 30s. I can't beef about Adrian Broner maybe want to come back, rather we want to see him or not. He's in his 30s. I don't know like I said, I don't know what these guys' financial is. I don't know what they're going through. Some of them might not have as much money left as we think they do. We don't know because we still seeing them in the nice cars and the nice houses. So we assume that, oh, their financial is okay. It must be. He has that nice house, but we don't know if that house is up for foreclosure. We don't know if he's a decision away from losing that house. We don't know. So now he has something that he has to do about it. He has mouths to feed. He has a mortgage to pay. You know what I mean? He might have other businesses that might be closing down. We don't know what it is. So when we see these guys come back, a lot of y'all don't care about what they got going on. You just care about why is he either coming back or why is he fighting that guy. And sometimes it's a money grab. Like I just said on my show this morning, these guys not only have their families to take care of, they have their teams to take care of. And they got to take care of the team before they really take care of the family because the team is the team. When you're going to camp for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, however long your camp is, they're there with you and they have families. They have to leave their families behind. So it's not just a fighter that has a wife. Your strength and conditioning coach can have, he has kids that he has to leave behind. The man who carries your bags, your cut man, they all got somebody that they have to leave behind. They got to miss a birthday. They got to miss their child's first walk to be in camp with you. So, when you're coming back and you're making these decisions, it's not just about you. You have to make it for also my team and everybody else. So I think some people just need to be reminded of that instead of just being selfish and worrying about, why is he coming back to fight this guy? He should be fighting this guy. None of y'all are in no position to say who should be fighting who, because at the end of the day, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yeah, that overrules all your emotions.
Yes. Is that my man Smoke?
Yes, it is. What's good,
Man,
bro?
I know that damn voice from anywhere. My man Smoke.
What's good?
Yeah, we just chopping it up, bro.
I don't care about none of these fights, man. I want to see them. I don't care about what people think about it. Let's see them.
That's
Only
what I
thing
like
that
to
had me
think.
upset was the musical chairs at 54. I thought we had fight set, and then the musical chairs, and now it's more what ifs. I'm still with Boots though. I still think Boots made a fucking chess move before anything.
Yeah.
I still think he made a chess move. I don't know why people want to bring up old shit. Look what he did with Bud. I don't care about that, bro. That was 3 years ago.
No, no, no,
What
no.
did he make a chess move for him? Is he progressing his legacy? Is he trying to get his name out there? Is he putting his name in the top slot to get 2 belts? Yes, he did. How did not a chess move?
Yeah. Um, like I said, decisions. A lot of the decisions that these guys make, sometimes are good decisions, and sometimes it could affect them. Perfect example. Let's go back to when Earl Spence stepped to Thurman and wanted that shot, and Thurman didn't give it to him. Years later, now Thurman's knocking on Spence's door. You made the decision that affected you. It
Yep.
affected you because when Spence wanted that opportunity, for some reason you closed the door on him. Years later, you came back on his door knocking, and Spence like, I ain't got nothing for you, Playboy.
I don't
Because
even think Earl live.
when
I
I
don't
came
think
to
Earl live at
you,
the same house. I don't even think Earl live at the same house. The door he knocking on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So the decisions that you make will affect you. It will affect you because it could have been a money grab. Let's go, hey Crush, if you don't mind, let's go back into history for a second, brother, if you don't mind. When you go back to the whole Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. Now, of course, Riddick Bowe wasn't thinking at the time, but years later, that was the decision that affected him. It affected him, and I remember meeting Riddick Bowe and sitting and talking with him. We were sitting in Clearwater, Florida, and we are sitting, him, me, and my wife, Nate Campbell. We all sitting down at the table. We all eating. And he said the worst decision I could have ever made was not fighting him.
He
Could have
apologized
been.
for that too.
It
That's
could have
what.
been a great. It could have been a great. Even though him and the Holyfield will be the greatest, probably one of the greatest trilogies. Do you imagine what the Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe trilogy would have been like?
Just a one fight would have been worth it.
Just one fight.
Just one fight.
A trilogy would have been crazy because Riddick Bowe could have went out there to where Lennox Lewis is from. Lewis could have came to the Garden for them. Hell, they could have went to Atlantic City. They could have went to Vegas and did the trilogy.
Yeah, the trilogy probably would have been in Vegas.
Yeah, you know how much man. Listen, people would have been out there selling their baby mamas.
Yeah, yeah.
The decisions that we make would affect us in the future. It might not affect you right then and there, but down the line, it will affect you. And sometimes fighters need to be mindful. But even with Boots, right? No matter what Boots do, they're gonna have something to say. And he said it. He knows, how some of the media, not all the media, but some of these media cats just be running their mouths to run their mouths, man. But it don't matter what he do, they're gonna have something to say. Doesn't matter what Shakur do, they're gonna have something to say. It doesn't matter what Devin do, people gonna have something to say. Like, you know what I mean? When they do good, now they want you to do better. And you like, well, damn, I did all I can do. Now what y'all want me to do? Yeah, well, I think you could afford a better fight. You could afford a better opponent. But this is what you should have like. Listen, dog. People just gonna be talking to be talking, man. You can't please these people, and that's why I be like, look, I'm not complaining about nothing. If there's a fight I don't want to see, if I'm not interested in it, I probably won't even talk about it on my show. I probably won't even entertain it not just because I'm not into the fight. It's because a lot of you people start bringing that moist meter behavior to social media. And I'm like, y'all don't know these fighters personally, so get your feelings out of it. Get your
Man,
feelings out of
they know
it.
these dudes, man. They
Yeah,
sat on the panel with him, or somebody responded to him in a DM just because they. No, I know him. Brian
yeah.
Norman Jr. responded to me with because I said him and his dad gonna be great. He responded with prayers and a heart symbol. Do you think I know that nigga? Now we
They're
cool.
human. Yeah, they're
No,
humans. People fail to realize because they're fighters, oh, they're monsters. They're demons. They're humans too. They're
yeah,
human.
like
You know what I mean?
they check out. It take a while, just like actors. I remember when Jack Nicholson. It take a while for me to check out of being this warrior, and then come back and just being my mama's son, my daddy's son, my wife's husband, or something like that. Take a little while, but when I'm human, bro, I'm good. And then if you have interviewed a boxer or if you know just a little bit about this, boxers are sensitive as fuck. So
Oh
they
yeah.
looking for you to say something crazy so they can say something crazy back, possibly yoke your ass up. So when they feel comfortable with you, that shit just didn't happen overnight, bro.
No.
Yeah,
No.
That ain't
BBO,
exactly.
happen.
what's up? What's up, BBO? I see you.
BBO, what's up, bro? You
Yo,
on
what's
mute?
going on, man? How y'all brothers doing?
We
BBO, I
good, we
want to tell you,
good, man.
BBO, I want to tell you congratulations. I heard that you opened up a new Burger King out there in Ohio, man. And I definitely, the first chance I get, I'll be out there to get me a Junior Whopper, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, I just want to say, man, shout out to my man Clarence and his new Tubi movie series. You know, Honey Butter King, biscuits, and all types of trinkets and sweets. Shout out to the Honey Butter King.
That nigga say they got a
Brother know how to
Tubi
make
movie
fresh bread.
series.
Yeah, he making fresh bread with 3 ingredients, and he know how to make his honey infused butter. So if you ever see the picture with him with his chef's hat on, licking his fingers, make sure you grab a bottle of the Clarence honey butter for the bread.
Yo,
Oh God.
yo, he got me in tears, man.
I can't. I'm over here holding my stomach right now. Oh man, listen, that's what it's all
Yo,
about.
crazy.
Listen, that's what makes all of us great, right? Because we all can laugh and joke, man. That's what I love about it. But BBO, you a goddamn fool for that. Oh my God, you
Hey,
a fool.
I'm proud of you though, man, because I didn't even know you had did a deal with Tubi. I'm looking at Tubi one day. I said, oh, that's say Clarence. Honey Butter King, no duck
Well, I
zone.
mean, if it wasn't for Ohio runs
Okay.
boxing,
we
if it
got
wasn't for listen, if
3
it wasn't
ingredient
for
bread.
Ohio runs boxing, I would have never knew you had that Burger King until I seen him take a picture with his hat on and he's holding the burger with a smile and he's giving you a shout out in the comments. I said, you know, that's
Shout out to my brother Marcus. Because you know,
yeah.
hold on, let me tell you this. My brother Marcus from Power Runs Boxing, he just won the Darkest Man in Ohio award. He took me for makeup, everything. Darkest Man in Ohio. Shout out to my brother Marcus.
Ohio about to come through here with his Reagan hat. With
He just
his
won the
Reagan
darkest.
joint on you, man.
He just won the darkest man in Ohio.
He said, we got makeup
Yo.
on? No.
Oh,
We was
Uh,
somewhere in
Tommy Hill in the building. What's up, Mr. Common Cool and Collected? Triple
uh,
C. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, shout out to the panel, man. Shout out to the host with the most, aka the master of ceremonies, the greatest man alive himself, the grumpy OG by trade. Crush the Mickey Freaky legend. Shout out to Mr. McLean.
what's going on here? Why you come on here sound? Why you come on here sounding like Al B. Sure, man? Hey, man, your
This
man got the Al B. Sure voice. Hey,
no,
I
man.
can see my man T Hill dancing like I'll be short too.
yo,
Off of your
Hill, you
own
gotta
girl.
be, you
Hey,
got,
hey, you better
you
get
gotta be
off on your
careful,
own,
Hill.
boy.
You gotta be careful, Hill. We got
Yeah,
women
you
in the
better
chat.
get
We
off
don't
on
want
your
them.
own,
We don't
boy.
want these women getting moist in here. You gotta relax, Hill, with the voice. You gotta
Stop.
relax.
Stop.
You know he got the jean. You know T Hill got the jean jacket too. You better watch it.
Hey,
With the rhinestones.
shout out to No Ducking Podcast, man. Who my man up in the top right, though?
Oh,
Is that
that's our
Smoke?
brother
That's our
Smoke.
homie Smoke. Shout out to the homie
That's
Smoke, man.
smoke. That's
Yeah,
Can no
shout
man,
out
And
to
you
the
know
can no
what
homie
man,
though?
Smoke.
can no man outsmoke that man right there.
Hey, at
One thing
all.
about Smoke. One thing about Smoke, you got to watch him because he said he all about authentic. He always keep it 100. But we done caught him slipping a couple times, man. We got to
Why
eye
you
on
keep
Smoke.
bringing that up, man? I was trying to be political.
He said I'm trying to be
Hey,
political.
No, I don't want to
Got
hear
that
that shit. That's not
word.
what you said.
your boy
That's
BBO
not
will
what you
never
said.
miss a moment to try to
Got me
rub some
going back
stuff
on the
on.
channel being mean to
Oh, yeah. See,
motherfuckers and
no
shit.
crazy.
Got me
Yeah,
being
man.
mean to niggas and shit.
Smoke said it out his mouth. Be authentic. He only keep real authentic stuff. And we caught him tap dancing like Savon, man. So
You
keep
know
your
what,
eyes on Smoke, man.
BBO, go to bed. You tired?
I was not tap dancing, man. I was,
Hey,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
shout
I
out,
was doing the two step.
Hey,
She's doing the
ain't
two
nothing
step.
wrong with a two-step, dog. Two-step gets you. It lasts for life, dog. Hey, shout out to
Yeah,
Marcus, man. My man Ohio runs boxing. My man Crush said he had him with the Raiden joint. My man got the wooden Raiden joint, dog. That sucker's iconic. Shout out
Yeah.
to
yeah,
Ohio in the building, dog. We got freaking Cam J, the network up in this piece. We got the
Oh yeah.
Louisville Slugger, Josh
Yes.
Sanders.
Yes.
Shout out
Yes.
to Big T and JT. And
Hey,
shout out
listen.
to
You
my
know, you
man.
missing your wallet. If you
I'm gonna be
missing your
real with
wallet,
y'all.
Cam J has it. Cam
That
J
was a
has
Listen.
it.
great
But if you
interview
missing your
last night
wallet,
too.
Cam
That was a
J
great
has it.
yeah.
interview.
Dope interview.
That was a dope interview.
Yeah, he had a dope. That was a real dope
Ain't
interview, man.
Scooter Davis the
Real
dude
dope
that be with
interview.
Tank? Is that the dude that be with Tank?
Who Cam
Um,
J?
Scooter Davis?
Scooter
Yeah,
yeah,
Davis
Scooter
do a
Yeah,
Davis.
lot
Scooter
Yeah,
of
Davis.
yeah,
stuff. Yeah,
yeah, Scooter Davis. Yeah,
yeah. He just be
Scooter
looking for
Davis,
work.
nice man.
Yeah,
Hey,
he real nice.
He,
I'm not gonna
hey,
lie though. I
great
know some
interview,
people that
Ken.
some people know him personally. They be talking about he be in the gym putting hands and feet, whooping ass in the
yeah,
gym, man.
yeah.
I watch
Yeah,
a couple
I
of
man.
his
heard he can
videos. He
fight,
not
man. I
bad.
heard that he's small, but I heard he can fight though. I did hear he can fight, but I heard he's
Hey,
small though.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
could fight. Hey, Kurt, you got to get him on your show, bro, because he don't. He do no ducking. That boy comes to all the smoke. Smoke got to get him
Yeah,
on too, dog. Hey,
yeah.
shout out Bruce
Yeah.
Gas though. Shout out the great brother Bruce Gas, boxing jazz and more. Shout out my girl Ty Drake for president, aka Jab Queen
Yeah,
Boxing.
Queen.
And shout out to Cash Sports, the box story, and my good uncle.
Yeah, Cash Sports, what's up? Yeah,
And
yo, who we
two.
got? Yo, who we? Let me ask you something, Crush.
Yeah, Shorty
Maybe
Holmes in the
y'all,
house.
maybe BVO and y'all know who we don't have nobody in action this week, do we?
This weekend?
Yeah,
No,
this weekend.
Not that
I think it's a lot of fights
no.
this weekend.
I don't think so.
This weekend coming up? I don't think so. I haven't
These are
seen
all like
anything.
minor fights.
Yeah, it'd be a
Yeah.
lot of
I seen a bunch of
little
babies that's
joints.
coming. That's gonna be fighting.
Sometimes those be
All the
some good
babies is
joints
fighting.
though.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, but
Uh,
they
I,
be
I,
so
I,
overmatched. That's why it ain't fun to watch them.
Yeah,
I watch Pro Box. If Pro Box on, I watch Pro Box.
yeah. I watch Pro
So
Box. Yeah, I watch Pro
I watch
Box.
Pro Box anytime.
Pro
But if
box
it
is a
ain't,
little better
you
than
know,
most, but a lot of these fights with these youngsters, they be super overmatched. Like you put them in with somebody you
Nah,
know they
Pro
can beat.
Box. Nah, not Pro Box. Pro Box,
And
boy.
that's what I'm saying.
They
Not pro box, but everybody else. I seen it.
yeah,
Like I
I
remember the
agree
fight
with
of Emiliano. Emiliano, they gave me out a dude that they know he would beat dead. I ain't
yeah,
gonna
but
fight.
they just building a Emiliano buzz, bro, because like he got the name, but also he got the talent. So they just building it so that people will tune in, man. You got to realize that it's also about branding, and you got to think about top ranking. Who's their star now? They lost a couple of stars, and they looking for their next star, and they got to make them something legit that people gonna dial in. So right now, you go in there and you get them highlight real knockouts, boy. You get people tuning in.
Abdullah.
I know, but
Yeah,
Abdullah just don't
You
got
know,
the
you know what'll
corporate
shock y'all though?
complexion.
Abdullah is really small too. He got to be about maybe 5'7", 5'8". He a little bitty dude.
yeah.
I
Nah, that
seen him.
man.
Yeah, he about 5'8", 5'8.5". I seen him at the Boots fight.
A word?
Yeah, he about 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah, he about
Yeah,
5'8".
yeah, yeah. I've been up on him. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He
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 about
in
is.
the
5'8".
car on
Yeah,
Saturday, bro.
but you
That's
know what I will say about Emiliano though, man? That brother got into that fight, then he came back and sat down in a suit. That's star stuff right there.
there's a card on Saturday that's pretty good.
Yeah, the MVP card is Friday.
No, it's one on
Who's
Saturday.
hosting this card
Jermaine
set?
Ortiz don't
Who's
even have
hosting?
an opponent yet.
What?
He don't have an opponent. Tellez is fighting. Lucas Bobby fighting.
See, I'm telling you, man,
Good
there's some good
fights.
stuff coming on.
And
Good fights.
if Tellez win that fight, he probably gonna get emailed the belt when Bud fight Canelo.
Mm.
MVP
Hey,
got a
not
card.
problem.
Saturday.
They gonna email him the belt, or is they gonna make him fight for the belt? Because they should put him against the number one contender
I think his
Mm.
fight
or the
get
number
booked,
two.
and then whenever they announce Bud name in the Canelo fight, he get emailed the belt just like Tim Tszyu did and everybody else did when they stripped Charlo.
I think Canelo. I think. Oh, but you talking about the one at 54?
Yeah, 54. When they say Bud's
Yeah,
name, I think they taking the belt off him. And what's his name?
Yes.
Jonas Talese, whatever. I think because since he's already the regular, he probably get emailed the belt. You get that
Yeah, they
feeling.
Mm.
probably do that. Yeah, they probably do that because I
yeah,
know Terrence got to drop the 54 belt.
yeah.
Damn.
I can't wait till Terrence get beat dead, man. That's gonna be a good fight.
God damn, BBO.
Ooh, you think so, BBO?
I think so. I think he might be too small. I think Canelo did a. This is gonna make it for the Floyd win, but I don't think it will. I think that's what he think, but it's not. Terrence ain't
Mm.
Floyd. That's the whole
He
reason why he took
definitely ain't
this
Floyd.
fight.
Well,
Mm.
I don't know if you missed what I said about this fight the other day, BB. I don't know you there, but I really pulled the lyrics back. And you know, this fight is between two goddamn ducks, Scrooge McDuck and Daffy Warbucks. Cause you got Canelo Duck and David Benavidez, and anything that give Bud a problem is too much of a low risk, high risk, low reward for him. So you know, in my terms, you know, that's two dudes making a damn duck move, but everybody ain't gonna talk about it. But it make goddamn sense, you know. But they want to point out everything else about, oh, they both undisputed, this, that, that. They both duck and smoke. And they both doing it for what? Not for legacy. No, don't even try to throw that out there. Yeah, I'm about to moisten me to y'all asses. Yeah, I ain't let y'all get away with that shit for y'all accolade people. Don't give me that bullshit. They doing it for the payday. The both of them. That's what it's about. You can paint the picture you want. I bet you I throw something on their face ass as a motherfucker. Because that's what it's really about. It's about a payday. He ain't want to take a risk with David Benavidez and all that. Want to price himself out because he know David Benavidez gonna tax that ass. Right? Now I don't know what Terrence is going to do. That's a 50-50 fight. But you know, Terrence, you know, as bad as he is, he can get his ass taxed too. But trust me, if the money was there, he would have fought motherfucker. So it's about money. I've been telling y'all asses for the longest. It's about money. Y'all talking about trophies, about this, is about that. It's about the motherfucking money. Go listen to the old days and then talk to me in the morning and I pass the mic.
I mean, if
For the
Canelo
love
stopped
of money.
Benavidez, it don't do nothing for him. Who is this dude?
What? Canelo beating Benavidez don't do nothing for Canelo?
That's like when he beat Austin Trout. Nobody gave him credit for that. It's the same thing. If he
No.
beat Austin Trout, well, Austin Trout was beating everybody to dead. So I mean,
Did he really beat Austin Trout?
all you did, what you think?
I said what I said.
Oh, you could say it was a close fight, but
Yeah, I can
Canelo
say
did
it's a
put hands
goddamn.
on him.
It was a gift card. Should have been a fucking draw. They should
Oh
have ran
damn.
it back, but we already know it was set up for him to get a money fight, right?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's all I got to say. It's about the money, people. These motherfuckers ain't about no damn legacy. Get out of here. I'm proving my point every time.
Canelo ain't gonna fight
This generation
Benavidez.
of fighters ain't about no damn legacy. Your favorite fight ain't about no damn legacy. It's about the money. What are you talking about? Just
I know
prove the
David. I
point.
know David Benavidez was never gonna get that Canelo fight. He's not gonna be the Julio Cesar Chavez that passed the torch to Oscar. Not gonna happen.
Yep.
He's not gonna do it.
I can see
Y'all
that.
That's
can
why
get it
they
when I'm done. Y'all can fight for this shit when I'm done, but I'm not handing it over. Not
no,
at all.
they're gonna wind up selecting somebody just like they select the president.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's a
Damn.
fact.
You ain't shit, Crush.
Yeah,
That's a
you
Damn.
right, I
fact.
ain't shit. That's
Let's
a
think
Damn.
about it.
fact.
Let's think about it though.
Your
What
vote don't mean shit. Your
Canelo
vote
swooped in.
it's just the vote is just the popularity. That's it. And just because you popular doesn't mean you like you just fuck popular. We got dildo brains that's popular. Assholes that run the world, they're popular as fuck, but they assholes that run the world into a damn rut. It's about popularity.
Yeah.
That nigga.
Y'all stop playing with me, man.
Nah, fuck it. Canelo
Carry on.
swooped in and stole the division, and then just avoided David Benavidez for like 3-4 years.
Whoa, you got some more? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he swooped in, stole the division, and said, that's it. And then was like, I don't gotta fight you. I don't care what you are. I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting who the fuck I want to. You might as well move up. He told him for years, might as well move up. And he just like, nah, Canelo's a bitch. He's not gonna fight me. He got more disrespect. He was like, all right, cool. Now I know I'm not fighting your ass. Then he fuck with him. As soon as he go up there and get the goddamn intern belt, what do you say? Hey, you got 2 weeks to come back down to 68. Canelo might fight you. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. If you don't get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Three in the building.
What's good? What's good, Crush family? Appreciate you. Salute to the panel. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. So I gotta just ask the OG to cook on this real quick because you did say none of your favorite fighters is about legacy. Now let me run it down for you real quick. As we know, Eddie, maybe sometimes he caps, sometimes he don't, but he did say Haney took less to take that Cambosis fight. He said he was gonna pay more for Haney not to go with Aram in Top Rank to fight for Undisputed. So let me and now we see the young brother, he is going to 147, taking on the tough challenge. He's getting a nice hefty payday, but I mean, he does have a great manager and he did, earn his way. So let just speak on that real quick, Crush. What you think about Haney? You think he fighting for legacy?
Now, salute to you, B3. And Cambosis ain't a damn legacy, a damn thing. What the hell's Cambosis? A fucking C-level fighter, man. That's more close to a damn D battery. A split decision, goddamn king. That's what most of his wins is. He had a moment. He's Vanilla Ice, one hit wonder. Millie Vanilli. What has he done for me lately? Play Janet Jackson for me, please. So no, he wasn't a fucking legacy. The belt, that belt was a legacy. The opponent wasn't. So no. Now maybe now, tougher challenge. 147, way better than fucking Cambosis. So yeah, he's 1-1 as far as I'm concerned, B3. If that's the best way for me to answer your question.
Nah, I appreciate you even cooking on it. And salute to the panel. I was just coming in. I just wanted to get that off real quick. But I mean, like you're saying, Crush, you 100% right. A lot of times, what we see in the business is over a superseding the competitive nature of the fighters. And like with Canelo, I don't think he ever wanted no smoke with David. I think he just realized that David was going to be too tall of a task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely don't want that smoke with the monster killer, the Mexican monster killer. He don't want that smoke with him, man. Which I got to add on to that.
I've got past the whole Canelo and David Benavidez. Certain things we have to learn to let go because it's just when the fighter is showing that they don't want any smoke for whatever reason, it's like, okay. But when you start fighting guys that you really have no business fighting, it says a lot about you. And I can never say if these guys are fighting for legacy or not. I sit back and I watch what they say and what they do, and what they say and what they do is two different things. Because you can say you want this and want that, and then when I see how you move, I go, "You's a fucking clown." Don't act like it's about don't act like it's about legacies when it's really about the money. You know what I'm saying? And I had to take the time to sit back and watch that because I've been a boxing fan for years, but I never paid attention to that. I always just paid attention to watching the fights. But the deeper I got into it, I had to really pay attention to how dudes move. And I go, yeah, I already see we're not gonna get the best out of this guy because this guy don't give a shit about fighting the best. He's just trying to get the much paydays as he can and leave the sport respectfully. And I see that, and that's why I say I don't get upset about a lot of shit that I see in boxing because I'm like, you have to expect the unexpected in the sport. Does it make it right? No, but we can't get these guys to get in there and fight who they supposed to. We just can't do it. They're gonna move how they want to move, and they're gonna make the best decision that they can, not for us, but for them and their family. So yeah. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Man, it's a nasty business show. It's funny
Yes.
how D's got like a Frank Warren. You see what he's doing with Moses, what he's doing with Fabio. Now Fabio's in tough fights now. Let's keep it at 100. But the money allowed Jared Anderson. His managers have to bring him these conversations. If they offering him
Bro,
money,
can
his
you please
managers have
not
to
talk
have to
about
let him know.
that bitch
So
ass nigga? Can you
when
please
he
not talk about that bitch ass nigga? Pretty please, please not talk about that bitch as I was campaigning for that nigga for the last 2.5 years. You was
Yeah.
my last
Man,
call.
but Coley about decapitated him. I mean, at least we can't even talk about him no
He was
more.
being a bitch before that, and you know it. I was one of the first niggas that found his channel. And I was watching, I'm like, yo, this nigga got a bunch of fuck niggas around him and do boys.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man. You ain't lying.
So when he fought Bacoli, I was like, maybe if he can dance around enough, get him tired. When that got his damn head knocked off, what's the first thing he said? Oh, I'm only worried about is my daughter. My daughter. Sound like a woman. Sound like a woman. Get your
Man.
ass back in there and fight. And then we saw you fighting. You had Prentice as you got one of the top young trainers in the game. Train, you not listening to him. About to get your head knocked off by a nigga we don't know. Then you see you gonna fight Big Baby Miller. And then I see Michael Hunter name, and then he not even fight him. So yeah, man, fuck that dude, man. I hope Moses fight him and retire his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him in. He got to get back in there. But I'm with you though, because he definitely just dug Big Baby Miller.
Or you know what? Maybe
Yeah.
he'll get discouraged when his big brother get out of prison.
Yeah. You have to, like I always say, you have to expect the unexpected from these guys because you don't know what to expect for them. You understand? We put our all into these guys, but a lot of times we don't know what they're thinking. You know what I'm saying? I feel like fighting today, but tomorrow I don't feel like it. Next week I don't feel like it. I just need to get this one big payday and sit my ass down, and maybe if I feel like coming back in 6 months or a year, it's no telling what these guys are. Because when they're on camera, they're gonna say whatever that they think that we want to hear, and we fall for the shit, and then we get on our lives and we start talking about some shit that we don't know what we talking about because we heard them say this. But a lot of times they say shit too because they know the media is gonna react. That's why half of the time they say shit, I don't pay attention to it. I'm like, I'm not going on my live because he said that. Man, that dude capping. If this is what he's gonna do, I need to see this shit. And then
Or
maybe if he goes and do it, then I'll entertain it. Because there's a lot of shit that we entertain that shouldn't be entertained. Because I'm like, man, if y'all go ahead and believe that shit, y'all just as crazy as him. It ain't no way in hell he gonna go do that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard Crawford was going up and wait before I even started entertaining it, I was like, man, get the fuck out of here, Crawford. I had to hit Bomac up in the DM. I said, Bomac, man, because we follow each other on the gram. I'm like, Bomac, come on, man. I just heard some shit that tripped me out. I'm like, yo, is Bud going up to 68? And he laughed and he said, yep. I said, so he's going after Canelo. He says, yep, that's what we working on. I said, oh shit.
well, he took a year too, though, man. Like people are
Yeah.
like Bud put this weight on 2-3 months ago. He took a year.
Yeah.
He took a
Well,
year. You don't know what kind of ass whoopings he took until he got comfortable at that weight.
yeah. So when Bud came to New York, because he came here to support Shakur, and when I saw him, and Bud is not a tall guy, and when I saw him, I said, shit. When I mean he was ripped, he was ripped. And I just looked at him, and he happened to walk right past me. I couldn't really say too much to him because I had to hurry up and get inside. But I looked at him, and I was like, yo, I don't know how this shit is going to go in September. I don't know. But I'm anxious to see it, though. I tell you that. Oh man, it's boxing. I'm telling you, boxing's just it's just different, man. But we have a lot of fights that's coming up that we can look forward to. I tell you that that's worth sitting down and watching. But what I want to ask all y'all is, out of all the fights that's happening, which one of the ones besides Bud and Canelo, who else do y'all want to see?
Right now, that's already signed for the
Yes,
Haney
yes,
Norman,
yes,
the next
yes,
biggest fight.
Yeah,
yes,
that Haney
yes.
Norman. Haney Norman. I do want to see Abdullah versus Notes. Does he ascend to being the next new star from Top Rank? I want to see if David Benavidez can crack with a real 175 pounder that's been there his whole career. Yeah, everything else is not signed yet. So yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. All right. That ain't too bad. Like I wouldn't mind seeing. I think what is it? The Joseph Parker Buwasi supposed to be lining it up. I wouldn't mind.
Mm.
Now,
Wouldn't mind seeing
I
that.
gotta I gotta ask the panel because I haven't heard a lot of. Well, I've heard other comments, but I wanted to hear y'all thoughts. Who y'all got the Haney Norman fight?
I'm taking.
Mm.
I'm taking Junior.
Mm.
It ain't
Mm.
nothing personal or nothing. Well, now, yeah, it is because Bill called senior mama a bitch, and I'm from a spot where you don't do that, so I feel
Well,
like Junior gonna take that out on
Yeah,
Devin. But it's
let's hope let's hope they make it to November 22nd, because after that little scuffle in the hotel, it's going to be a long fucking. The next time these boys have to get in the same room, something's gonna happen. I don't care if it's with Bill or the security or Norman. It's just gonna be nasty. It's gonna be great though. I tell you that. I can't wait for it. I can't say who I'm picking. I'm just
So
glad to see two brothers get together and be able to break bread.
for
That's
me,
what I love to see.
oh, my
that's
bad.
great.
My bad, my bad. Yeah, for me, man, I think it all depends upon the mindset of Devin Haney and where his mind is at, man. It ain't been right ever since that, first
Yeah,
one.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And I'm sorry, he can't be in the ring with that young, because that young man coming to prove himself.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yes he
saying?
is. Yes he is. Yes he is.
And he's getting better fight by fight. Like, and you see very few trajectories like that in today's boxing where they scale up every fight. Now, Devin has tools that he can use that can help dissect some of the things that he does well. But what I've seen from that young buck is that he's picking up the sport mentally. And on top of that, he's hungry. Being hungry is something totally different than anything, man, because that means you're willing to work to do whatever is necessary to get the job done. So Devin can't come in there afraid of a look. He got to go in there believing that he could take a punch. I mean, damn, he got up 5, 6, 7 times, dog, in that fight. So he should not be worried about taking a punch. What he should be worried about is getting his ish off and putting him into predicaments where, he could take advantage of his aggressiveness. And I didn't see that against Ramirez, bro. I didn't see that at all against Ramirez. I saw that boy over there put on his that boy was starring in that damn Step 70 show, dog, Staying Alive, dog. That Mickey Fricky was out there getting his skate on in that ring, dog, and he didn't have to. He could have easily fired in between his shots, dog. He was faster than old boy. He was bigger than old boy, dog. But it just didn't seem like his mind was in the right space. And then, I don't know. If he's coming in right, I favor Dave. I favor Haney. But if he don't, it can get dark real quick.
Yeah, yeah. You can be like so. Wanna go to night?
Yo, Crush, you crazy.
No, I'm dead serious, man. It could be wanna go night night. It ain't like that. That young man ain't punching. That young man is punching. Yeah. Don't act like he don't have enough IQ. I didn't say
Yo,
he got a high level, but I know McEwen has enough IQ to pull
yo,
that
yo,
off.
yo,
Cause he
yo,
do.
Crush, you know what I want to know, and I want to know from everybody in the panel on the chat. I know we're not at the end of the year yet, but we're getting there. Um,
Mhm.
I want to ask y'all, which fighter impressed y'all the most this year?
Ooh. If I could go real quick, I'll give you one. You can swing it around a couple times. Maybe you do, maybe the three most, because there's a couple of them, especially with these young guys. I ain't even talking about none of these other dudes. Not the regular usual suspects. I'm not even talking about none of them. Oh man, it's so many, but I'm gonna name one, and we gotta swing a block because I think it should be about three. One that always never disappoints to impress me. Get him out the way quick. Is Abdullah Mason? I have a different
Yeah.
name the next time you come around.
Yeah.
Let me throw one out there real quick. It's just off of his performance. Fabio Worley, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Mm,
Because
mm.
he was getting boxed up by Hooney, and then he found that punch and stopped him, and that's heavyweight boxing for you. And so he's still at the top contender at heavyweight. So I'm gonna say Fabio.
Mm.
I'm gonna be like Josh. There's a few, but somebody who I think has earned it now, and his time is past. Shoo.
New York City.
Okay.
Shu got to do something, man. He got to
Yeah.
force a fight or something. He like all his contemporaries are getting title fights or winning championships. So it's your turn, bro. It's your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually I would have one, but Shu and Abdullah for some reason stood out to me this year.
Yeah,
And especially that last fight that Abdullah was in, I was like, yeah, somebody better find a way, come up with some type of game plan to beat this kid because other than that, they're gonna have a difficult time with him. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
definitely Abdullah for me.
I was definitely thinking Abdullah. I think that to be tested the way he was tested and to immediately respond the way he did,
Yeah,
almost give me shades. Not follow me, man. It's not the same, but it gave me shades of when Shane clipped the hell out of
Mayweather.
Mayweather twice,
oh
and
I see what you're
then
saying, Tommy.
he flipped that script, and I mean, Shane looked like somebody that was past his prime in one fight. He went from
Yep.
dominating the fight to looking past his prime in one fight.
One fight.
yeah.
And I didn't.
And
I thought Shane was gonna. I rock with both of them, and I'm a huge Shane fan. I thought Shane was gonna win that fight, and then when I saw it, I thought it was gonna be over. And then that nigga flipped that switch. That was the most amazing thing I have ever seen. And to see this young buck come in there and look like, oh shoot, he in there with somebody that's really about that work, and then make light work of him. Oh, that was amazing, bro. And he got flack for that, dog. For something that shows you a level of greatness, he caught flack. I couldn't believe that ish, bro.
Yeah.
Shane Mosley Jr.
I could believe it because
no,
you just can't satisfy people, man. You just, oh
you talking
man,
about
people.
Abdullah.
Oh, Abdullah. Oh man, listen. When my casual friends hit me and say, "Yo, who the fuck is Abdullah Mason? He ready for tanking them, ain't he?" And I'm like, "Hold on, man. Pump your brakes. He's a baby. He looks great." But they like, "Nah, he ready for tank. You see what he doing to them niggas? He ready for all them." That's when I know he done made it when the casuals done seen him.
Watch that possum, bro. I should pop his ass.
You know what I'm saying? So when it come to that, I'll be like, Abdullah's on the market. They fuck like when the casuals start hitting me, like, what about Abdullah? I'm like, yeah, he almost there. He right there. He about to knock open the door, but he ain't in the door yet. This will get him in the door. I think he'll be able to pick the lock with this belt.
That young man, half amazing. Say what you want, man. He's dangerous, man. He's something else. Another one for me, that really been impressive is another young fighter. I like these up and coming guys. All my lower threes just the up and coming guys. Second one, Scooter Davis.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him. I can't wait to see
When-
some more of him, but when
we
he
going to the
showed
rip.
me so far, I said, my goodness.
So we going to the rookies.
Ah,
So my rookie
yeah, that's where I'm
will
at.
be
That's where
my
I'm at with.
rookie
I'm
will
with the
be
rookie.
my rookie is Joseph Brown.
Who?
Joseph Brown.
Joseph Brown, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Joseph
yeah, yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
Okay.
He's a good
Joseph
one.
Brown is gonna be one of the nastiest combat fighters in the next 4 or 5 years, bro. He is 74-0 in all combat,
Yeah, and all
including
combat.
pistol, karate, K1, Taekwondo. He ain't lost a professional fight ever since he was a child. That goes to the rule. Last person to whoop his ass, probably his mama or his dad.
Okay, another one for me.
Exactly.
Nah,
Another
see,
one.
he gonna steal mine. T here, go ahead.
Now go ahead. You go. You go. You go.
Nah, I ain't gonna steal mine. I was just messing. I was gonna say mine real quick. I'm gonna say your Nelly Hernandez. I had that was a great performance versus Chiron. And he also in the Canelo camp. The two young guys. I'm gonna steal one. Another one. Darrell Val Saint. Those two guys is like they showing that they gonna be at that level. Contender for titles.
I like that Vel Saint. I was gonna say Hernandez.
Yeah.
You was
Well,
a
I'll say another one that's young. Flies. I think Nicholas Flies is something that's gonna be special, bro. He got a lot of stuff in there that he do that's like tricky, like nuanced. And from a
Hmm.
young buck, that's kind of rare to see. Another young buck is Keith Cologne. I think Keith Cologne is put together, man. I think that he has the right mindset and frame to continue to navigate, man. And on top of that, he's fighting and going to college, bro. So kudos to that. I want to say the brother that is at 60. I forget his name, dog. I think he Puerto Rican or Dominican.
At
What's his name?
160.
I think he's at he up in Mbili and he either 60 or 68. He a young buck from overseas. I don't know if it's Dominican or Puerto Rican.
I'm trying to think. Damn. Now he gonna have me searching.
Man, I can't believe I can't remember his name. He be sparking everything though. Like
Mm.
your boy, they said your boy was running away from him trying to chase Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Because he a monster like that. I forget his name. And then it's for the
You talking
bigger
about
guys.
Iglesias, is you?
Yeah, Iglesias.
That's who I
Yeah,
thought you were talking
Enrico
about.
Iglesias.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that dude.
niggas
I
was, you
think.
know what it was? Like Iglesias took a whole lot of David Morrell's steam for some reason. I don't know how or why, but he did.
Hey man, when you see
Mm.
him in the ring, dude, it's like a clear difference between him and his opponents. So I can't wait to see the scale up on him. And then there's two bigger guys. For me, Ajit Caballero, I think it don't even need to be said about what he's been doing, especially what he did up in
Yeah.
that Big Bang Zhang fight. But also not just him, but the Mickey Fricky that put a dent in somebody's skull, not Wardley, but that boy that took out Nita. What's his name? Oh my god. Um,
Mm.
he took out David Nita and then he put a dent in somebody else's skull after that.
That poor name.
He's a Kiwi or something like that. He's from damn, I can't believe I'm not thinking, man. It's early in the morning for me and I ain't getting no sleep. The big dude that like broke dudes, he kind of like clipped his jaw, broke his jaw. He hit him, broke his jaw. Dude knew something was wrong and he stopped the fight. He not Australian. Not Australian. What is he Australian?
You ain't talking about Opataya, is you?
Ah, there it is, Joe Apatow. God,
Yeah, I know what
Opatai.
you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ja.
Y'all
Opatai.
hit that nigga.
Okay.
What they
Mm-hmm.
what they saying is, I heard somebody say that nigga's a heavyweight that can make 190.
yeah,
That's what they saying. He's a heavyweight that can make 190, and he punching.
yeah, man. I
So
think
that fight you talking about, I know he hit homie, and then when the round ended, homie said, "Nah, I'm good."
yeah, he said
He
something
couldn't even
wrong, bro.
wait. He couldn't even speak. That damn
He
crowd
said something wrong, dog. They showed his jaw, bro. His jaw was broken 3 places, dog.
He said, "I'm good."
Mm-mm.
He said, "I'm good."
Yo, Yo, Smoke.
Word, he said, I'm good, bro.
It's
You
well
start
My
trying to
man,
roll
good.
your jaw and you start
my,
hearing shit crack. Oh hell no, I'm good. I'm good. Nah.
my
And the
man
trainer was
said,
like, "Nah, you good? You ready to go some more?" He's like, "Nah, dog, trust me,
nah,
this fight is
my
over."
man, my man hit him with the Hall of Notes. Oh, I can't go for that. No, can't
Oh
do.
no.
You
Yo,
do that
hold on.
shit. I ain't doing this shit no more.
He said, you want
Mm-mm.
some of this too, old man? Nope.
Yeah, nope.
Why you come down here messing with these good people?
Hey, yo, Crush, you got to get that as a soundboard. You got to get that, Crush. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
He said, get your ass in this car. You come down here with
But
these
Smoke,
people.
let me ask you this, bro, because I know you said it, man, but I think that it will happen. I just think that it will be his last. I think more so than anything, because like Crush was alluding to, and not alluding to, like he stated, they fighting for bread. They fighting for this paycheck, and they want to get the most they can get. I think that if Benavidez continues to go on his upward trajectory, that last fight for Canelo will be that Benavidez fight. I think that's when we will get that fight because he know that win or lose, my fans they gonna respect me forever if I fight this guy. And on top of that, it'll be the proper send off for him to make sure that that I leave it in good hands, and we gonna make the biggest bag possible.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it plays out that way because I know, if he went over to Turkey for bread, then why not get the most bread you can get? Because a lot of people believe that Benavidez will beat him. And there's so many people who want to see him take that L. And that was the biggest thing. Only dynamic they are missing is the black Mexican, the black Latino, uh,
Mhm.
effect. That's what drove everything for Mayweather. Whenever Mayweather would fight, people wanted him to lose. But if they felt like he could lose, oh, they showing up and they showing out. And
Yes.
they having freaking parties, house parties, because we about to finally see this Mickey Freaky get put on, and it's gonna be by our people. Our people gonna put his ass down. So that's the only dynamic that is missing. But I swear, I don't see no fight bigger in boxing than that fight there. So I think it will sell, and I think they will
I do too.
capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would be something great, though.
Yeah.
It really
It
would,
would
man.
definitely be something great.
It would, and I think that it has to happen pretty soon. I don't think that Canelo gonna be fighting too much longer anyway, but it has to happen now before. So this fight with Canelo, I mean, with Crawford is actually a blessing in disguise for that fight because a lot of people are starting to believe that Canelo is overhyped, overrated, and Crawford gonna go in there and expose him. If he go in there and handle Crawford, that builds even bigger buzz to see that fight with Benavidez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree, man. I agree.
I have a feeling, well, maybe not. Benavidez will probably show up at the fight, but it seemed like Canelo always finding ways to go the opposite way. Oh, there go that Benavidez guy. Let me go this way. Uh, I don't
But see,
kind of.
McClain. See, this is the thing, though. He can't be you. You know that last time when he fought your boy Charlo, and they
Yeah.
asked him who was next because they was looting to Benavidez. He was
Yeah.
like, "I don't care. I don't effing care. I don't effing care. Bring anyone." Benavidez should show up. Not
Yeah.
only should he show up, he should show his ass up in the ring.
And that goes back to what I say that a lot of these dudes be talking legacy, but what you say and what you do is two different things. And
Facts. No, I agree with
he
you.
gets in front of the camera and it's always, I don't give a fuck, get this guy, that guy. But then if you remember, it was that one interview he did where he says, why everybody wants to fight me? This guy should fight that guy, and if that guy beats that guy, and then the winner could fight me, and everybody needs to focus on each other, and why is everybody focused on me? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
You know
Yeah,
what
no,
you
you're right. That was weak.
that dude, he'll fight David Benavidez after he fight Bivol, Beterbiev, Morel again, Iglesias, and then he'll say, "You got 2 months to get ready."
Yeah.
That's what he'll do. And if you say no, he say, "Well, then you didn't want to fight."
But let's just be honest, right? Because I think a lot of people are looking past what's going to happen in September. I want to ask y'all, what is Bud chances in there against Canelo? What do y'all see him? How do y'all see the first 5 rounds going in that fight?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
To me, to me, it depends on the Canelo that shows up. The Canelo that showed up in the ring against Charlo, I'd say that that's going to be a dangerous fight for Crawford for sure, because that Mickey Fricky looked like the Incredible Hulk in that damn fight. Nah, real. It was like he took the green taco sauce, bro. Like that Mickey Fricky.
Oh,
He was muscled. He didn't look like he was cut, but you could clearly see that he was muscled. And I mean, when he hit my man and it hit the arm, I heard that just go boom. And in that moment, Charlo said, "Oh hell no!" Like you said, old boy said in the corner, smoke. He was like, "No,
No,
like nah, we not exchanging no punches right there." The fight after that, Canelo, I think he fought Munguia after that.
yeah,
Didn't look good at all. Didn't look like he was in shape. Didn't look like he prepared. So I think that the dynamic of him being in the ring with a black man, ever since Floyd did what Floyd did to him, like I
yeah,
don't think he's never going to allow him not to be in the best shape so that can happen. So the first 5 rounds can look like a measuring point for Crawford to try to gauge distance and timing and pattern recognition, because your boy Canelo does that double pump fake jab to set up the right. You want to try to time that and get his distance down on that. But if it's that Canelo, then we'll get some switch up, and then it becomes like, all right, now it's more of a chess match, because now he's trying to measure what Bud is trying to do, and what play is he gonna play? Like, will I force him to switch, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that first 5 rounds is a measure, and whoever gains the better understanding of their timing, their distance, and their pattern recognition sets up the back half to where they either control or dominate.
yeah, most definitely. I still can't believe this is happening, though.
I can't either, man, because it's a great jump when you consider somebody that started at this point in their career, going all the way up to this. But to say that I saw Bud and that dude looked like he should have been fighting at this weight all along is an understatement. The dude somehow put on some hell of a size, so he was cutting his
um,
ass off.
when he fought, the scariest thing was watching the fight with him and Spence.
Yeah, he
That shit
looks
was
so
so
much
scary.
bigger.
It looked so scary to me because I'm sitting here, and that night I had a little bit to drink, so maybe I thought it was the alcohol fucking with me. And I said, "Am I watching?" Like, me and my wife were sitting there. We're like, "What's going on? What are we watching?" And he was just so strong. He was so. But people don't realize too. Also, right? If you ever watch Bud in the gym, if you look at the weights that he lifts, there's no reason why a man that's 100 and something pounds can lift what he lifts, but he's naturally strong. People want to accuse him of being on some. Yeah, he on some muscles. That's what the fuck he on. You know what I mean? That man is just naturally strong, and he's been like that. Even from the amateurs, they said he was a strong little joker. But I wasn't expecting him to do that to Earl. I was expecting it to be a little more competitive, and that shit was mind blowing to see that happen. And from that point on, I was like, yeah, well, who the hell is
You
going
know,
to want? Who the hell is going to want to fight him now?
nah. You're absolutely spot on with that, especially that night, man. I will say this, dog. because I thought that nigga took the blue pill myself, dog. But I will say, when I saw the interview prior to the ring walk, something didn't look right with Earl. Now, I'm not saying that was the end all be all for the way he dominated him,
Yeah,
but when he walked out, he looked like something just wasn't right. I didn't expect what I didn't expect was for him to walk in that ring and Crawford be that much bigger than him. Like
yeah,
Crawford was extremely bigger than him. Like it just didn't look right. Nothing looked right about that. And the only reason why, I don't ascribe to the latter part of what you said is because of the Madrimal fight was more like what I've seen out of Crawford before.
yeah,
You know, I seen him be just that much more skilled than a person and
yeah,
figure it out, but not to totally. What he did to Earl looked like he didn't deserve to be in boxing, bro. And this was
yeah,
your best opponent that you've ever faced in your life. You made this ninja look like that. So now, if it's about him scaling to the time to the task, then
yeah,
shit, it's gonna get scary for Canelo. If he can do this upon will, if he can, that's like clutch, true clutch, peak performance upon command. If he can do that, and that's what that really was. Oh, he's the best. Then let me show you what the best should look like.
yeah. I,
Um,
I I think with the Canelo thing, I could see how focused he is, even when they had the press conference. And I'm looking and I'm listening to Bud, and I'm like, yeah, every time when you fans say something, every time y'all criticize him, you're not doing nothing but pissing him off. And then he's gonna take it out on the opponent. I remember when going to the press conference with him and Earl, and Earl family talking shit, people talking shit. He's like, man, y'all don't even understand. You know, me and him is cool, but you making it bad for him.
yeah,
Making it
yeah.
bad. Because when I get in there, I'm gonna take all that shit out on him. You're making it bad. And I think that's what they're doing with this Canelo. But he wants that a little more. Now, Earl is his friend, I would like to think. But with this Canelo shit, yeah, it's gonna be. I have a feeling we're gonna see something that we're not expecting.
Okay, I'm for it.
You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be whatever happens. I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be great. The thing I hate about this is, let's say if Canelo goes in there and he does do what he do and he beats him, and Canelo even said it himself. Well, what credit am I getting for beating him? Well, once you take the fight, dog, all that don't matter.
Yeah, it
If you
don't.
felt like that, then I'm not taking it at all. I don't give a fuck how much money you offering me. If I feel like if the criticism is bothering me more than what I'm getting paid, then I'm not taking it.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not taking
no, no, no. Facts, Clarence. I mean, I don't disagree with nothing you said, bro. I think that but it's an error of truth. If he
Yes.
is to beat him, people gonna say, "Nigga, you should have beat him." He came
Yeah,
up three
exactly.
weight classes for it, so
Yes.
he won't get no. But you took the fight because you could have took another fight.
You could
So
have took
so
another
so
fight.
so I don't want to hear that ish, and
Exactly.
I don't want to hear no excuses if you should lose in that fight.
No.
I don't want to hear you saying, "Well, I couldn't get up for this fight, man." Every time you get up into that, it's like Ray Lewis, and I'm not a big Ray Lewis fan. But the one thing that I vibe with more so than anything with Ray Lewis and what he said or did on the field was he said every Sunday it's Mother's Day, and when I
Mm,
come up here, I'm playing like I'm playing for the woman who gave her life for me, made
mm,
sure that I could have opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. You don't waste that moment. When you hit that ring, dog, that is your moment. That is your moment. That's what resonated most about that dang fight to me was like that damn Eminem leading him out. Like I'm
yeah.
like, oh, this is something wild, dog. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He
Yeah.
recognized that this is that moment. So he gonna be in. Oh my man, D Free asked for the link. Let me give you that link,
Oh
player.
no, D free. Ain't nobody got no drugs up here. Ain't nobody got nothing. You don't need to come up here, Officer Free. Leave us alone. Jesus Christ, Alonzo. Go find
He
Roger.
said Alonzo King Kong ain't got fish
Yeah,
on me.
don't come up here messing with us, Alonzo. Go find Roger or something, man. Leave us alone.
So
Damn.
when you say that though, bro, like It could be that, man. He could be just that type of person. Sometimes it is people who are just that special that when they see a moment where it's a
Yeah.
challenge, they rise. And
I,
their
I
rise is so much better than I'm sorry, go ahead.
no. Go ahead. No. You're absolutely right. And Bud is just that dude where he sees something and he's gonna go for it. You got fighters that they do it for the money, and Bud is gonna get it anyway. But he's the type that, hey man, it ain't just about the money. I'm proving that I'm the best. My question is, after this, right? Is this the last of Bud? And if he decides to come back, how much can we entertain him campaigning at 68? Or does he go back to 54, which that could be even a problem because that's a lot of weight to lose? What do you
Nice.
see him doing?
Honestly, I truly believe win or lose, this is his last hurrah. If he comes back, you can't scale back. I think that if anything, he understands the history of the sport. And say what you want, man. I know a lot of people discredit a lot of great fighters that have gone on before. Roy Jones is one of them. But the thing that really got him, and I say these two things took out the very best of Roy, was the fact that they took that fight against Montel Griffin away from him.
Oh, Jesus.
I think after that, his whole focus shifted because no longer am I chasing what I wanted to chase. You took
Yeah.
that from him. And
Yeah.
then him going all the way up and then coming all the way down. He went all the way up to heavyweight. Now, I know he's not scaling up to heavyweight, but he is scaling up over
Yeah.
3 weight classes. And he
Yes.
put on a lot of muscle. For him to
About
get back
30, about
down,
30, about 30 pounds of it.
exactly. For him to get back down, he would have to shed 30 pounds of muscle. That would be detrimental. And I don't know if he can actually do that, dog. If he could do that, then Snack is really real. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? Snack is
listen,
really real.
it was funny because Antonio Tarver got a taste of what Roy went through. Everybody, want to, bother Roy about it, right? And Antonio Tarver ended up going through it with the Bernard Hopkins fight because you remember he had to buff up to be a heavyweight to be in that Rocky movie,
Yeah. Oh,
and
you're
then
right.
he had to he went up to almost I think 230, 220, but he had to
Yeah.
turn around and lose. He had to turn around and lose that because he was getting ready to fight Bernard Hopkins. It cost him. He said it. And if you go back to the Bernard and Tarver fight, that wasn't Tarver.
No,
Wasn't Tarver. And I'm not saying he
no,
would have beat Bernard, but if you look at
no,
the movement and everything he was doing, everything about him said that he was drained.
no. But you know what that does give me? Better context to when somebody tried to ask him about Roy. And they was trying to slight him for the, him not looking good later on in his career.
Yeah.
And, pretty much kind of like throwing stain on the fact that you fought a bum ass Roy Jones, and he was like, "Nah, man, that's disrespect. That's disrespect for the work that he put in into his
Yeah.
craft and what he done, and to his opponents that he fought." But more so, I think now that you said that, dog, he probably understands why Roy was what Roy was. Like I said,
Yeah.
he had a double entendre, dog, because that taking that Montel Griffin fight stripped him of what he was his purpose in boxing. My purpose is to show you, Mickey Fricky, and this Mickey Fricky is his dad, that I am what you thought I would never be and what I could be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and take out the very best. The standard of excellence in boxing, I'm gonna take that down. And it's gonna
Yeah.
be not because of you. And then they took that from him and it shifted him, dog. Because
I
after
remember
that,
that. Yeah.
Clarence, you remember he was taking the multiple fights in one night. He was playing basketball and then going
Yeah.
to fights. He was doing all
Yeah.
kind of stuff you don't when you respect the craft, you don't do. He was doing
Yeah.
it like it was clockwork.
Yeah. Yeah. And I respected him for, people, and it's funny, as soon as you're on top of your game, you're undefeated, everybody loves you. And as soon as you have a downfall, you ain't shit. I respected him for, first of all, making that move, going up to heavyweight, and then coming back down. I didn't necessarily agree with it, but he did what he did, and he continued on with his career after that, even though he was never the same. Roy right now, still to this day, and always will be in my pound for pound. I don't care if he's active or not. He's always going to be in the pound for pound because he just did things that a normal man couldn't do in the ring. I mean,
Man,
his speed. I mean, this man was like almost like lightning. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
nah,
people
you
tend to
get
forget that. People tend to forget that, and they do that with a lot of fighters. People tend to forget how great Mike Tyson was. All right, you can sit
why
there and talk
though?
about who Mike ever fought. His opponent, he fought a bunch of basketball, football players. Hey, say what you want. Say what you want, but you can't take away from what he was doing. Lennox Lewis, he didn't have to be everybody's favorite, but let me tell you, Lennox Lewis beat some of our favorite heavyweights. Some of our
I
favorite.
did. He did, man. I couldn't stand Lennox Lewis, bro. I couldn't stand. Bro, as a boxer, he was beautiful to watch, dog. But just because what he was doing, because hell, man, I love me some Evander Holyfield, dog. I was a huge Mike Tyson fan, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what I was most disappointed about with Mike Tyson was the fact that I thought he had people beat before they even got in the goddamn ring with this nigga, dog.
Oh, of
Like
course.
niggas would tap out. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Pause.
No, I was gonna say, of course, of course. Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah.
was about to say pause for the pause. I didn't mean to say something that
No, 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 no,
people
no, no.
take
Hell no.
offense
I'm
to.
not with all that. Go ahead.
I know you a grown ass man, dog, but
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
but for those who would take offense, man, my bad if I said something that you guys take offense to. But yeah, he would have them beat before they would even get in there. There was very few people who, nah, dog, you gonna feel me in this ring.
Um,
And,
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people lost before they got in.
and they marginalized him for that, dog, because they said, well, he didn't fight who he could have fought. Dog, them people really wasn't trying to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. There was only few people that was trying to get in the ring with him.
Well, not Hill. Not to make a comparison, right? When you look at Jerron Bruce Ennis, right? No, who's really trying to get in with him?
That's and you see what we do know.
Before Boots even got the 54, before the Crawford and Boots talks even happened, who really was stepping up to the plate? Like, yeah, I want that smoke. I don't see nothing special about dude. I'll get him.
Hey, you want to know what, bro? And that goes back to what you said about Roy. People say 2.0. I'd say that boy 1.5, dog. I've never seen what Roy was when Roy was on his stuff. I never seen before in my life in the ring, dog. Nobody. And I'm even talking Purnell, dog. And I love me some Purnell.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, man. One of my favorites.
Rest in peace, dog. A definite legend, dog. And definitely got done dirty in and outside the ring. There's no way he should have had that life, dog. He was so great to the sport, and the sport gave him nothing back. But
yeah, they took a fight away from him that should have never been taken away. That I felt like he won. Yeah, man, they didn't. I don't think they were too good to him. But that's our opinion, and that's how we felt because we watched it. And even when you go back today and you watch some of the fights, and you go, man, that was highway robbery, man. What fight were y'all watching? But it is what it is.
It is, but that being the case, and going back to what you were saying, man, Boots, don't nobody really want to get in the ring with him, because you know what? You can be somebody's meme. You can be on somebody's highlight ticker. You can be
Yeah,
somebody sparked out, and they know this, dog. And all they do is use the ability for him not to get a fight against him. Now, his
yeah.
gift is great. His talent is great. But it's not Roy, man. That's how special Roy was. And I can't stand that people say, well, he ain't had no skill.
I
Well,
mean,
maybe
the
he was.
people. I mean, the people who are saying this, it's like, well, what skills y'all got? It's just I don't. People go off favoritism or who they like for whatever reason. You got people that when they speak about boxing, a lot of them don't speak off skill. A lot of these guys just love fighters because the fighter looks like them. He's a Mexican, so that's why I love him. He's black, that's why I love him. Okay, that's cool, but what does he do good? Explain to me what is it that he do good? Because some of these fighters that you love that look like you, that's cool, but a lot of them don't do anything special that puts asses in the seats or make people want to fight them. So what is it besides him being the same nationality as you that makes you like him? And then they go, I ain't got to explain all that. Like, I don't understand the question that you're asking me. And I go, see, that's my point.
Yeah,
That's my
no.
point. What are we talking about here?
Yeah, that's a
Like,
big fact. You want to know the interesting dichotomy with what you just stated is that is reverse with us rooting for people. Like we will go against our own folks for other folks. But now
yes,
when you see other people, they stick to their folks. But us, we be like, nah, man, he trash, he garbage, dog. He a
yeah.
duck.
I just had a talk with a guy in my chat yesterday who was from the UK, and we was just talking about, he was bringing up how, the UK fans. He wasn't being disrespectful to me neither because he came to my chat plenty of times, and he was just talking about the difference. And I said, yeah, man, you UK people. I said one thing about y'all. Rather if you in the UK or the United States, y'all gonna hold y'all fighters down. We brought up the whole Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather, how when they came from UK to Vegas, it was bananas. It
Man,
was bananas. It had to be. I
man,
think he said it was about 10,000 strong.
that is
That's a lot of
crazy.
people.
That is crazy, boy.
That's bananas, bro. You'd be lucky if you can get 10 people to come to your family reunion.
Man, talk about it. Talk
10,000?
about it. And
Jesus
on
Christ.
time. Them dudes there well before it. Like they prepped, ready for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
man.
ready for it. But like you said, we go against ours and we think that it's cool. And it's not cool. That's why when Spence and Crawford was fighting, I said, listen, I'm not going to be over here, because the conversations for that on YouTube and Crush
Oh,
Tell You,
yeah.
it was crazy where everybody was gang banging.
Yeah, they were.
I
Yeah, they
said, wait a
were.
minute. What, whoa, 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 whoa. We have two brothers that's the best in their division and that's getting ready to break bread together. What is the gang banging on boxing about?
For people who ain't never been in the ring, man, I ain't even went through a training camp to get in the ring, dog. That's the coldest part about it, too, though.
Yeah, it was, listen, some of the shit that I was reading, Hill, I'm like, so you gonna stab him because he says that Bud is gonna beat his ass? Like, really? Really? That's what I'm Team Bud. I'm Team Spence. Okay, cool, cool. But do y'all realize that these brothers look like us?
Yeah, man. They don't.
Do
They
y'all
don't.
realize that? So what are we gang banging for? Just like this Brian Norman and Devin. I'm not gang banging over that. May the best man win. Because you're gonna see the closer we get to this fight, watch how these fools act the ass. They gonna act the ass, Hill. You know
Oh,
it's
they
coming.
are.
You've been on here long enough, Hill. It's coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I already know, man. Honestly, man. And what's worse with this one is that it's not just the people. It's the people that's involved in it too. The two
Yeah.
dads be acting an A up on this,
Oh,
man. They
Jesus Christ. That's what makes it more cold. Two pops involved. I'm telling you, the next time when they all get in the room together.
That's why we might
Oh,
not even get a fight though. For real,
yo,
piece.
listen. I'm just glad that but you know what? They more professional enough to know. There's a lot of money up, and we are two black men that's gonna come together. We're gonna make money together. We don't have to be best friends. Your father don't have to like my father. My father don't have to like yours. But we're getting ready to come together and do something great and may the best man win. And that's what makes me so happy about November 22nd. I just can't wait. I'm not even really picking in that one, bro. I just want to sit back and just enjoy it and see two brothers be able to feed their families.
No, that's a fact, bro, and that's the greatest part about the whole deal. To me, like that, like I said, I mean, I think I can see a path to victory for both fighters. Therefore, I don't have any angst or hate against either one of these brothers, nor their people. But the one thing that you said is true. They understand it's about that money. And even in the midst of that, I don't know if it was scripted or what, but all I heard was Bill say, "Don't F up Devin's money." He was telling the dude, the
Yeah,
security guard.
when that happened here in New York, it was crazy in the hotel that day because I'm like, somebody like, yo, they up there getting it in. I'm like, who the fuck is getting it in? Devin and Brian Norman's team. I'm like, what? I said, they about to fuck the bag up before the 22nd? Oh, come on, man. But as you can see in the video, it wasn't really nothing where, nobody was really trying to kill each other.
Nah.
It wasn't nothing like that because it could have got worse. You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of brawls break out in hotels, outside, on the stage. So, when the money's involved, you can't mess the bag up. Because let me tell you something. These guys get to see the most money that they have ever seen in their life. And when you're going over there dealing with Turkey, the money different. The bag is different. If you decide, hey man, this is it for me and I don't want to fight no more, and I'd have made enough money in my career, or if I feel like I need to sit out for 6 months to a year, whatever money you make with him is going to be enough for you to go do whatever it is that you want to do. And that's the great thing about the sport of boxing. And this is why I always say I make the decision to enjoy boxing different from everybody, because I'm not looking for every little thing to complain about, because once you find something to complain about this sport, it'll become a regular routine.
And on top of that, man,
Yeah.
on top of that, I mean, it's been in existence since the beginning. I mean, hell, my man, goodness gracious, Larry Holmes said it best. He was like, bro, it's always been about the money. Don't ever believe it's been anything else but the money. You don't get my money right, then you know what? We're gonna have issues.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you see a lot of money's always been the thing.
Why else
Even money has broken trainers and fighters up.
for sure.
Fighters have left their promotional company because of money.
For sure.
You understand? Floyd had to pay $750,000 to get out of his situation with Bob and them. $750,000 to get
And
out
at
of
that
that.
time, that was a lot of money.
Shit, man, hell, that's a lot of money now. You give me
It,
$750,000 now.
it is.
Shit,
It is.
it's hard times. People go, that's not a lot of money. I said, well, unless you got that kind of money, you can't say it's not a lot of money. Now, it might not be a lot of money to take care of you for the rest of your life, but if you smart and you take $750,000 and you flip it, if you can flip it, you can go from $750,000 to $1 million if you're smart. If you're smart.
Beyond $1 million, man. All you gotta do, because it don't even take that much to put together a property.
No.
All you gotta do is get you some property where you can get about 20 people to start giving you paid money every month, guaranteed money, and that 750 can definitely cover that.
Yeah, I had a homie who he had a fight, and he called and told me, he said, man, they talking about between 8,000-9,000. I said, word? He said, shit, I'm gonna take that. I got a baby coming. I'm gonna take it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take it. I need it, And even though he had a team to pay, even when he was done, he still had a little piece of change to play with. He took the last little piece of change he got and he flipped it. He flipped it. You know what I mean? He didn't go out buying cars and all that. He took it and he flipped it. He ended up opening up a restaurant.
Hey, there it is.
So he like, yo, if this boxing shit never works again or whatever, hey man, I got something to fall back on.
Yeah.
And that's how we have to think. That's how we have to think.
Especially when you're touching hundreds of thousands. I won't even say millions, man. Millions is a whole different stratosphere. But if you're touching hundreds of
millions
thousands,
is different.
Yeah, it's that 2%. What do you say? 2% or 1%? What do you say?
Yeah.
I know you're more closely tied to it. So it's about 2% that actually see real money.
Yeah, because like I said earlier, right? You still have a team you have to take care of. Yeah, you might have your immediate family, but you make sure your team is the number one people that get taken care of first, even before your immediate family, because those are the people that's always with you. Yeah. A lot of trainers have broken up from fighters because of that.
No, absolutely.
And that should never happen, especially when you start out with the fighter. It should be no problem that if a trainer goes, hey, I think I deserve a little more. I wouldn't call it being greedy, because your trainer is the one that's always with you. Always. He has to make a sacrifice to leave his family. And we talk about this all the time, that a lot of relationships and marriages have been broken up because of the sport of boxing. Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny was just talking about it.
Yeah,
How we have lost girlfriends and wives. We done missed our kids walking and talking. We done missed birthdays
yeah.
because we
No,
sacrificed this. It's a lot of sacrifice, man. And that's in anything you do, not just boxing. You got rappers, movie stars, athletes. When you're busy, you're busy. You got people that's lawyers that's never home with their families like that because sometimes they got to travel. Judges, everybody has to make some police officers are never home like that. Everybody makes a sacrifice to do what it is that they love. So I think everybody should get what they deserve.
exactly. And I'm gonna say this, man, because I know a lot of times it gets taken out of context, bro. But you talking about a sport in which you literally place your physical body in harm. Like you're letting somebody punch at you to make money. That ain't something that people do on a regular just because they love it. I mean, you sure you got to have the love for it, the passion for it, so that you can make sure you have the dedication to the craft. But
Yeah,
don't nobody want to get hit, dog. If you say in real life, hey, let this person hit you, they be like, nah, nigga, you crazy.
yeah,
And I know that in life we put ourselves in danger when we wake up and go out into the world because you never know where danger can come from, but you don't willingly go into situations that could place your life in harm's way. And they do that whenever they take that ring, man. So you
yeah,
definitely doing it because you want a different payday. You're
yeah,
definitely doing it because you're looking to see if you can be somebody that's getting that 2%.
yeah, yeah,
But as you
yeah,
stated, only few people make that. So when you get what you get, you got to make the most of it, man. And yeah, you're right about it, man. I
yeah.
agree with everything that you've
A
stated.
lot of people don't understand that though, Hill, because people are all trying to jump out there acting like they know the business. Like when I hear a lot of these dudes on these channels argue about the business of boxing, I'm like, well, for you to argue it, you got to understand it. You don't understand it. I'm still learning it. So how the hell you think you know more than me when you just sitting at home talking about it? I'm actually moving around in this shit
Yeah,
and learning different things, because there's some things I don't understand, not because I'm slow at learning shit, because I'll just be like, okay, can you break it down to me so I can get a clear understanding? So when somebody talks to me about it, I can be able to explain it to them. But I hear a lot of these cats talk and I go, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Where did you get these numbers from? Where did you get your information from? Like, what are y'all talking about? Some of y'all just need to just sit back and shut up.
but like you said, man, that also goes back to a point where we're talking and discussing when it's somebody you don't like, you will say and do anything to disparage them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even bring information that's not even true, but because you heard it. See, I don't like repeating nobody
No.
because, bro, it oftentimes don't go well when I repeat somebody else.
I'm not with
Unfounded.
that. I'm not, you know what, Hill? I'm not with that sources says. I'm not with breaking news. I'm not with
Yeah,
none of that shit because um when I do my lives and I'm talking about something, I like to break it down in my own way.
yeah, no, it's
Even though
authentic.
I might not be breaking it down in the way you want me to, because some people are good at breaking things down. Some people are good at breaking fights down and explaining this. Me, I'm not really in that department. I can only tell you how I feel about it, what I think about it, what could happen, what might happen, or what should happen, or whatever. Or I just say, you know what, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this. And sometimes that's not good enough for people when you say you want to sit back and enjoy it because they try to bait you into saying some shit. How do you see the fight going? And you think that they're being humble by saying that. Then when you break it down, and then here it is, it's a whole. Well, how's that possible? When did you watch his last couple fights? And then, oh, here we go. Here we go. That's why I didn't want to answer that. I wasn't trying to go back and forth with you, fam. I'm just telling you what I think about it, and that's it. So I always let people know you're not gonna bait me into nothing. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, and then respectfully, we're gonna leave it at that. Now, if you want to keep going back and forth, you're gonna go back and forth by yourself because I'm not here to entertain you.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. And I mean, on top of that, man, it's disingenuous to who you are as a person. You can't go against yourself, man.
No,
For
you
some
don't go get yourself. What makes you real is you being real. with yourself. Before you could be real with anybody else, you better be real with yourself. Even if other people don't think that you're real, at least be real with yourself. Everybody is gonna dislike you. Everybody's gonna have a reason for disliking you. They don't like the way you talk. They don't like the way you eat. They don't like the way you dress. They don't like the way you sound. That's cool. But long as you are comfortable with you and who you are and how you do things, it don't matter what nobody else thinks. Doesn't
No,
matter.
that's a
Everybody's
fact.
not going to be liked, man. Everybody. Hey, listen, everybody didn't like Floyd Mayweather, and they still don't as a business person, or they feel he talked too much. But you can't front. He did things his way. He didn't give a damn about who disliked him, and he went on to make millions and millions of dollars, and he's still making money. He's not worrying about. Hey, he always used to say, "You're gonna pay to see me win. You're gonna pay to see me lose, but you're gonna pay to see me."
Absolutely understood the whole damn thing, like to another level, man. People call him stupid and all kinds of names, bro. But I'm gonna say what you saying cannot be overstated either anymore. Uh, I think truly, and I'm not saying this to like throw shade to nobody
Yeah.
or to uplift anybody, but just what you saying, being true to yourself and just in your realm and to anybody in their realm. I'm gonna put it to what we're discussing boxing, so I'm gonna show you the difference and how it resonates with folks.
Yeah.
You have people pretending to be something that they're not,
Hmm.
and you said people will recognize and identify that, and you can tell, right?
Yeah.
We'll use three contemporaries: Shakur, Devin, Tank. All of them are contemporaries. All of them are intertwined with one another.
Yeah.
Some of them have true followers, and the other ones have fabricated followers. And you can guess which one has the true follower and the fabricated ones by the way that they carry themselves.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people identify what's organic. I mean, that's why I rock with you, man. You organic, man. You true to yourself. Give a
That's the only
fudge,
way.
brother.
That's the only way I can be Hill because I had to learn being when I first got into this content creator shit. I didn't know how I was gonna approach it or how it was gonna approach me. But after a while, I had to start figuring out that all right, being a cloud chaser or just a person that's just out here to be talking because that's what we got out here. A lot of people that just be talking. I said no. You're gonna have to learn to be true with yourself before you could be true with the public. And then the public will decide if, okay, he's official or he alright, but I don't like how he do this. I don't like how he say that. It is what it is. You can't go out your way trying to impress people and please people and make people happy. You got some people who love me and like me, and then you got some people that go, yo, I just don't like that dude. I get it all the time. I just don't like him. And it's like, okay, but just know that you disliking me just makes me have to work 10 times harder. That's all it does. I don't like him. I don't like no Doug Zone. I think it's a probably one of the most lamest places to go to on YouTube. Thank you for your compliment. I love compliments, and now I got work to do.
Nah, that's a bet.
It is what it is. I don't really get too discouraged with all that, man. I love boxing. I love being with the amateurs. Doing stuff with them. I got a few interviews coming up too that I'm getting ready to do with some of those guys. So when you get the chance, Thomas, come on over and see what we doing over there. I got a lot of up and coming amateurs that'll be on my show that I'm working with. And I got a couple of shows that coming up that you're gonna see me at. I just did one this past Sunday, and I got a few others coming up. I got a girl actually that I'm gonna be in the gym with Friday. That I'm gonna be doing some media workout with her. I'm gonna stop by and just do what I do best. But yeah, man, I enjoy boxing different from everybody. That's why you'll never see me in debates. You'll never hear about me being in debates. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. When I come to somebody's channel and they invite me, I come up, I speak my mind, and I get out. I'm never going to get caught up in the debate because that wasn't the reason why I became a YouTuber. That's not why. So that's just something that I respectful to the people who do it though. You know what I'm saying? Some people are good at what they do. We all are good at something, you know what I mean? And I'm not downing nobody who does it, but it's just not for me. So you'll never see me caught up in that world. You know what I mean? Because I have better things to do. But yeah, Thomas, you gotta come over. You gotta come over and check me out, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be peeping your stuff out, dog. I
Yeah,
don't always be on. I don't always be on when you're on
yeah.
because at times, man, I can't be on, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been off this thing for a minute. Today I just woke up early, so you know what I'm saying.
No, sometimes you need a. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It's
You
not
need a
about
reset.
the channel you go to. Sometimes you need a break from this shit because some of these people do it. They overdo it too much, where they make you not like boxing anymore.
Nah, for
They
sure.
they overdo it sometimes, and it makes you go. You know what? I don't want to go to like the other day. I was on some. I don't want to go to nobody's channel. I don't care if I'm cool with them or not because I just feel like it's always the same
But this is the
conversation.
thing, though, Clarence. Like, channels need people like you, bro. It's a breath of fresh air because, like you said, it'd be the same rigmarole, the monotonous flow that goes on, and the diatribes that be kicking in on a lot of these things. And like you said, with debating in just particular, man, to me, that's an opportunity to slander people more so
Yeah,
than
it is because
to.
if we don't see eye to eye on something, then the disrespect is gonna come because it goes, you don't know
Anytime.
shit, you stupid, then it's F you, and then you inviting somebody to your private part. It gets out of hand.
Bro, that right there, dog. I'm glad you said that because, like, I know in New York that's heavy, dog. To
Oh, I
me,
can't stand it. I can't stand it, Hill. I'm telling you, I can't stand it. A dude told my wife that one day, and I never got to get my hands on him. But I did. Till this day, I'm looking for him.
you,
I told him
you
when I
feel me?
catch him, I'm gonna beat him
The
out his
rage
clothes
it puts
because
you,
that's a
the
no no.
rage it puts you in. You see the rage it puts you in?
Yeah,
People say that's like it's water, dog. Like it comes out of their mouth like it's natural to them. And I never, bro, you've seen me plenty of different places in the
yes,
chats or even on panels. I've
yes.
never been disrespectful to
No,
nobody. I've
no.
lost my character 2 times, and both times it was because of that thing right there. The third time I didn't let it get me, man, because of the second time. The second time I realized I was totally out of line, and I let something that's
People, you know
me
what
out.
it is. People wait for the opportunity. Some people already got on their mind how they want to come at you. They already have it on their mind. Some people are waiting for the moment. And I always tell
Yeah.
people this: when you see certain people on the panels and you see them do stuff to other people, be careful about you being around them. Because just because that wasn't you, they didn't do it to, that don't mean it can't happen to you.
For
So I'm
sure.
always
Right.
I'm always careful about where I go. Because if I call you my brother, or if I call you my sister, I expect that brothers and sisters have disagreements all the time. But it should never be a
Yeah.
point where we invite each other to the Frank stand. It shouldn't be that
Right.
way. And a lot of people are comfortable with doing it. You know why, Hill? Because none of us live near each other. So
Yeah,
the
or
dudes
ever
that's so
going to
quick,
come into
the dude,
contact with one another.
exactly, the dudes that's so quick to do it is dudes that live like 3,000 miles away, 5,000 miles away. Them dudes ain't going nowhere. They ain't going
Right.
nowhere. You
We
know?
at the 2 hour mark, man. What's your last words? I gotta go to a doctor's appointment in half an hour before I even get to lay down. Give me your last words and shout out to my amazing co-host, my man Thomas Hill, aka Mr.
Yeah.
Calm, Cool, and Collective,
We
aka
held
the
it. We held
chairman.
it down for you, Crush. We held it down for you, man. Me and Hill was
Man,
going. We held it
hey,
down
bro,
for
I
you.
was listening. I love being a co-host, man. I love being a co-host. That's what I do. Hey, man,
We
what's your
held it
last words,
down.
man?
That's the
You know,
master of ceremonies right there, aka
yeah.
the grumpy
What I
OG.
want to say before getting off, man, my brother Thomas, man, it was good because I never really get to chop it up with you. We have to do more chopping it up, man. Crush, thank you for having me as always, man. Y'all know y'all can catch me in the morning, every morning, 8 a.m. Morning chop ups. You know, we don't really do boxing on the morning chop ups. We just talk about life, man. And catch me in the morning. Tonight I will be back on to talk about this Virgil Ortiz and Lubin. I'm gonna get into that about
Oh, you going?
six,
Okay, cool.
yeah, I'm gonna get into that about 6:15 today. So you're more than welcome to come on through, man. Come up there, rock with your boy. I don't mind having company. You know, I like everybody to voice their opinions. You know, I never shut anybody down for voicing their opinion. Come up there and rock with me, man. And salute to all y'all, man.
I salute to you,
Appreciate you,
man.
homie.
Definitely
The
appreciate you, man.
chairman, Mr. Calm, Cool, and Collective. Give us your last words, my guy.
Hey, well, First and foremost, shout out to my man Crush the I'm used to him. See, and shout out to my man Clarence McClain, man. He was talking Eastern Standard Time, by the way, y'all. So recognize that's 5 over there is 3. No, it's actually 2 my way. So I'm 3 hours behind. I'm on that Pacific Standard Time. But going over there, like, comment, subscribe to my man Clarence McClain. But shout out to my man Crush, because Crush usually come on 3 o'clock in the morning for me. But I was happy
Right.
to see him on. I didn't see him on yesterday at 3. I didn't see him on the day before at 3 because I couldn't get no dang sleep, and I was trying to catch him on there because I always got to get my coffee and donuts in the morning, get my morning nourishment. But Tommy Hill on Chill is what he gained calling me, man. The master of ceremonies, that's a special guy, the greatest man alive for a reason. Thanks for the platform, man. Thanks for allowing us to speak boxing, to discuss it, man, to have a conversation, to agree to disagree at times, but to try to find a purpose in the debate or the discussion. Shout out to the people who were in the chat, man. Shout out to the people who just got on. Shout out to my man D Free. I know he wanted to get on, but my man Crush was a little bit indisposed, but there's gonna be later on for that.
Crush,
Shout out to
Crush went to get him a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, man. Hey, where you get your Philly cheesesteaks from, by the way, man? So the people will know, because we got some Philly folk up in here that don't know where to go to get the best cheesesteaks.
Hey, man, listen, it's a couple spots. If you really know Philly, it ain't really one single spot.
Okay.
We have a spot down here, man, that probably puts like maybe at least like damn near 2 pounds of meat in between some bread, man. It's called Gooey Louie's. They're a hoagie spot and they're a cheesesteak place, man. And it's down here in South Philly off of like Second and Mifflin. But they talk about Max's. That's one of the spots. But check out Gooey Louie's, man. They load you up. I mean, you can feed a whole damn army off of one hoagie and off of one stick, and it'd be good. It'd be damn sure good, man. So gotta check those spots out.
Hey, shout out to the East Coast, because they call sandwiches hoagies, dog. And you're getting an experience when you get a hoagie, dog. And shout out Gooey Louie. He done put y'all up on game. So when you ever in Philly and you want a cheesesteak, Gooey Louie is it. I hope that's the hole in the wall, because I heard there's a hole in the wall that's fire out there.
Exactly, man. You gotta go to the hole in the wall spots, man. Got to.
Hey, shout out to my good brother. Shout out to my good brother Crush, the Mickey Fricky legend. Shout out to the platform. Shout out to Clarence McClain. Shout out to my man Smoke Session. I always love hearing Smoke take. Shout out to the notorious BBO for coming up in here and giving us Cap-A-Lot records. Shout out to B3 coming out here with a fire question. Shout out my man Cass. He's Mr. 2 o'clock shorty, man. If you want to go out there and learn the history of boxing, tune in to Cass Sports, the Boxtorian. It's Cass Sports Boxing. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That'd be like 11 my standard time. And shout out to the people who came through, man. We couldn't be nothing without you, man. And the commentary that you provide us, man. It's been a pleasure. Always chopping up with my man Crush. I swear to God, that's my brother from another mother, man. And I do nothing but appreciate the bills that he and the relationships he forged, because you can tell people by the people that are around him the quality a person is, and we know that that's pure quality right there for Crush the Legend. And he has tapped into the culture. And on top of that, whenever you in Philly and you want to get that real experience, go to Gooey Louie and get 2 pounds of meat between the bread. Pause. Nah, just kidding, man.
Like that. Just like that. Hey, man. I appreciate everyone coming through. Y'all family. Salute to the R-Star chat. It's always an R-Star chat. I think I have one of the best chats, no matter how many come through. It'd be a lot of heavy hitters in here. very knowledgeable all the way around the board. And of course, man, I love being a master of ceremonies because I get to be a co-host, and I love for people to come up and co-host the show. I didn't see D3 because I was moving around in the house while the brothers is cooking, so excuse me on that, D3. Uh, but until next time, people, stay wise, stay fearless, stay sucker free, and stay focused. This has been another dope episode of Coffee and Donuts for Grown-Ups, where we talk grown-up shit, and you cannot come in here with that milk and cookie talk, or you will get chalked very fast. Salute to everyone that came through, all my co-hosts, everybody always come through. I'm going to see y'all soon. Just like Tommy said, I better see y'all at 2 o'clock. Come to class, get some knowledge on your boxing. B3 always does his picks. I know his time, 11 a.m., 11:30 p.m. Make sure you look out for that. 4 o'clock, check out my man Just Do. One of my favorites, probably one of your favorites also, given the sport of boxing, is Just Do. 8 o'clock, we getting around to the prime time hours. The ST family be rolling with the punches podcast with my brother BVO. He was in here doing what he do, like to bring down the property value. Uh, D3, the great debater, and prize fighter, and the rest of the STN fam. Then of course, tuck your ass in at nighttime for Dub Whiteside or anybody of the wild maniacs that's looming around in these late out hours. And I will be back with the Grumpy OG show sometime this evening. Peace out, y'all. Have a great one, and I'll see y'all soon.